First off, ladies, you do not need to spend money on a wedding dress. Paper bags is all your husband needs to see you in. Secondly, food. Where to even begin? Waste of money. The last tip that I'm gonna leave you with today, musicians. Personally, 70s rock, 80s rock, not my thing. EDM, perfect. You walk down the aisle to a good beat, it'll keep you strong, keep your heart rate up. Bada boo, bada bing, you got a great wedding. The wedding binder. Hello. So dark. I am her matron of honor. Can I mention that you're having a small wedding? Somebody is trying to steal my thunder. There's a budget. I'm keeping her privacy. Yeah, I do. I feel good. I feel really organized too. It's because you have the wedding binder. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about weddings because, as some of you know from me just talking, my twin sister is engaged and I am her matron of honor. We are in the full swing of wedding planning right now. We found our dresses about 3 weeks ago, the bridesmaids' dresses, and she found her dress 3 weeks ago. It'll be coming soon on my vlogs from my my whole 30 challenge, but it was so fun and it brought back all the feels for me. And we even went to the bridal store that I got my dress at. And so it was really fun to be there and to be in this season. So today what I wanted to talk about is a little bit of organization. And back when I was doing my wedding, I was super on top of things because of my husband. He actually kept really great track of, you know, all the budgets, all the timelines, things like that on the computer. I kept track of things very well, I must say, on paper. Now, why I love paper, I think that my biggest tip would be to do both. But why I love paper is because it's a keepsake. Most of the time with files and stuff, yeah, he keeps it, but it's not pretty, it's not really memorable. But my wedding binder, I love to look at because I wrote so many things in there, and I thought, oh, this will be wonderful for my kids to look at when they're older. So with Amy Lee getting married, I made Amy Lee this wedding binder. And what I did was I picked out what my favorite things were from my wedding binder, but I made her my own. So if you are on a budget and you don't want to fork out the $40 or $50 it is to go to Barnes & Noble, Chapters, Indigo, to buy one of those wedding planning binders that frankly you won't use most of what's in there, it is a great option to make your own. Plus, you can customize it so many different ways, which is the best thing. So I'll get into really quickly what I did. So I made this cute little graphic, and it says wedding planning binder, Cooper wedding, June 18th, 2017. And I think it's really adorable. And I'm actually the wedding coordinator in another wedding, and I did the same thing for that wedding, so that I could keep all the documents together. And that is a little bit more for my for my end opposed to the bride's end. So what I did was I went online, and there's a lot of free printables which are good. If you want something that's a little bit better, I recommend going on Etsy, and for $10 I was able to purchase this wedding planning binder package, and it was really cute. I got to pick this like floral design, and I really liked it. I thought it was a really cute print design, as well as it just had everything that I felt like Amy Lee needed. So it goes through, and and I'll show you. There are some things that I'll talk about that I'm going to add, but just to begin, if you are just newly engaged, and you have a lot ahead of you, I totally and really recommend doing, you know, the spreadsheets and things like that, but also doing the binder, because this is really easy to take with you, and I'll go into that after. So the first page, my wedding planner. So what I like is, and a lot of things come with this, is the timeline. So it has your 9 to 12 months, 8 months, 6 to 7 months, and 4 to 5. So Amy's started to fill things out right now. So we are at the, what are we in? So we're in March. What?
We're almost 3 months away.
We're almost 3 months away from the wedding. Oh my gosh. Good thing I've already started dieting. Okay, so we're 3 months out. So right here. Finalize menu and flowers, check. Order favors, probably check. You know, buy undergarments and accessories. Finalize timeline of ceremony and reception, buy the rings. So this is really, really handy. And what I thought about this is, a lot of time you have when you see the month checklist, there's a lot of things and it's a little overwhelming. This had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 really bite-sized pieces of what you need to do, and I really liked that. And I mean, 1 month out, it's a little heftier, but it even went to the 1 week out, and I thought that was really good. So there, she filled out some budget stuff, so I'm keeping her her privacy. But basically, there's a budget. Emily's in the room. There's a budget page, and you can put your total wedding budget up here. And then they have a category for wedding, miscellaneous, reception, apparel, vendors, gifts, and that's pretty much the top things that you need. And then it even has in each category a few lines that if you wanted to fill in some extra things. So like if you had hired a wedding planner, you know, that would go under miscellaneous. So they have everything. So in the wedding, it's the ceremony venue, officiant, catering, ceremony decor, invitations, marriage license. You know, they really have everything, and it's not overwhelming. You really see every piece of the wedding, but in a bite-sized chunk. Expenses, she filled this out as well. What I loved is that it had this expense page, and so you literally can write everything in. Now, I'm the type of person that I do prefer paper and pen over typing things up, so I really appreciated this. And you can just list everything, and that way you have a running tally of what you need, and then it has the estimated cost, actual cost, and paid. And I know most wedding binders do come with that. The nice thing is you can actually print out as many as you need. So if you need 5 expense pages, you can print out 5. The wedding binders, what you have is all that you can use. Contacts, this is really awesome. So for the wedding venue, reception venue, catering, cake, see, this to me is like the day of Bible. If you have a wedding coordinator or your officiant's doing a lot of the stuff, or your coordinator is someone at the venue, you can give them this binder literally and just tab off the pages that they need, and they have everybody's contact information. They usually get it, but it's good for backup. So they do the wedding venue, reception venue, catering, cake. You know, because most people, photographer, transportation, flowers, rentals, yeah, most people like the flowers have to come at a certain time, the cake is coming from, decorations coming, you know, to have everybody's number is super helpful. Bridal party. And so I think this is cute. You just fill in all the information of your bridal party, which Amy Lee has 10, so 7 bridesmaids and 3 junior bridesmaids. So, of course, in a regular binder, you would not find a bridal party list this big. You wouldn't find a bridal party list that would accommodate such a big party. So what I did was I just printed off extras. That's the beauty of printing and making your own binder. So she has 2 pages, actually 3, she needs 3. And then same with the groomsmen. So I printed off 3 pages for the groomsmen. Amy Lee is having a very small, intimate wedding, which I think is so beautiful, and I think it's going to just be very special. So a lot of people won't fill out the guest list in here, and it is kind of the extra work. I personally didn't do it because I invited 175 people. Amy Lee's sending out, I believe it's like 50 invitations. So really, she could fill this out, which if I were her, which she's sitting right here, I would fill out because it's a nice memento to remember who came to your wedding or who you invited, because you can say RSVP'd, yes or no. So if they RSVP'd, and you can say they're not coming and the reason for the future, because you don't keep those. Well, I don't know if I menu. So you can write down your menu, your music, which is really helpful, even to just get it out on paper and to remember. I like this, table layouts. So you can draw the room and draw how you want the tables to go, which is very helpful in visualizing how you want things set up. This I thought was really helpful because Amy Lee is having, how many tables are you having?
10.
Amy Lee is having 10 tables. So I printed out 3 of these pages because again, in a regular binder, you're not gonna get, you might get 10 tables, but for me, I had something, I believe like 20 tables, and I definitely didn't have enough room in my wedding binder, and so I didn't even write it down. But she could actually write down the table numbers and everybody, and this is good for your day of coordinator. It has a section for honeymoon, so you can say your destination, your budget, your flight, hotel, activities, returning flight. Gift tracker. Now I think this is really nice. Most people might not fill this out, but I think it's just nice to have. And then again, to record what you get for this season. And then in the end, which is really, really nice, and which I haven't seen this before, because what I wanted to do was add, and I still probably will, add a calendar to this so that we have a big picture of things. But this is for the week before the wedding, and it says this week, and it has a little calendar that goes from Saturday to Sunday, and you can just write in what, you know, the big things are that week, and then priorities and appointments, and then a little section for notes. And then for the wedding day, it says today, all your to-dos, or actually you can make this for whatever day. I would use this for, you know, the week of or before the wedding. So this page is like the overview, and then you can print out like 7 of these so you have your entire week planned out. And I love that it had this workout area because it's Amy Lee getting married, which means she is going to be definitely working out the week before her wedding. And the meal plan, it has everything. So literally you can print off as many, if you want to do this for every day 2 weeks leading up to the wedding, you could if you wanted to. And so then there is a section of notes, but then I actually like, you know, I put in a bunch of blank pages for her so that she could add notes or anything else. One thing I also added was this cute little do-a-tang or folder that, you know, has one of those sliding things so it shuts, to put anything that the vendors or that people give you that isn't hole punch and that is important, so that you can keep track of. This overall costed me $11, maybe $12 to make, and you get the ability to print off any extra paper that you need, any extra documents, or reprint if you mess up. And it's such a nice keepsake. So even if you're in a wedding and you want to do this for the bride, I think that she would really appreciate it. And even my goal is to sit down and help Amy Lee with this so I can help fill it in. Even things that are, you know, like the guest list or things that she might not have time to do. This is my DIY wedding binder. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave me a comment down below and hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. I will talk to you later for another video. Bye!